Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Commodity TV here in Zurich at the Zurich Invest offices. And yeah, of course, we are filming here for the Zurich Invest Night, which takes place tomorrow. And with me here is now also for the first time Steppe Gold, a Mongolian company going into production quite soon. And Matthew Wood, the Chairman, President and CEO, wants to give us an insight. Matthew, welcome.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. It's great. Yeah. So it's a very exciting new company. Mongolian, focused on precious metals, which people love. And Mongolia is a very interesting country. There's a lot of things happening there. And this is the first IPO on the TSX for a long time for a Mongolian company. So and a long time for any Mongolian company to list. Yeah,
I believe that. I mean, there's Oyo Tolgoi is, let's say, the huge producing asset in Mongolia, which raised a lot of interest. So probably... as far as I know, Rio Tinto and all the partners are putting a lot of money into it.
That's a great sign. That's a great sign. I think it's a great signal for the market that Mongolia is changing, that some of the bad times are finishing, and that the country is open for investment, and there's some amazing projects there. And look, that's what we're building Steppe on. It's a new company.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you want to you are IPOing?
Yeah, we're IPOing on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Yeah, we've lodged our prospectus already.
Yeah, and when do you think you will be traded?
I think we should be trading before Christmas. If everything goes to plan, we'll be trading before Christmas. And
great.
We're getting a lot of interest in our listing. It's a new IPO.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Okay, perfect. So let's dive into your project in Mongolia. You want to go into production. It's gold production, right?
Yeah, so we've commenced construction already, and we'll be pouring our first gold probably in August next year.
Wow, that fast?
Yeah, no, we're moving. We're going really fast. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. What would be, let's say, the annual production? I mean,
it's going to be small. We're starting small. It's a small, low-cost, low-risk heap leach. We're going to produce about 40,000 ounces a year. Cash costs of $350 an ounce. So really
would be all in or AISC then?
Yeah, no, all in, all in.
All in.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, all in cash costs. Yeah.
Gee. That's pretty cheap.
So we're going to make some good money out of this little startup operation. But that's a starter operation that builds confidence. It provides jobs in Mongolia, and it moves the company in the right direction. But the big story for Steppe is what's underneath the heap leach, underneath the oxide zone, and that's the fresh rock. And that's where we're having some very big wins already. And we're trying to build like a 3 million ounce deposit there.
Wow. How many ounces do you have so far?
Yeah, we've got about 1.35 million ounces in equivalents now, gold, gold and silver. But we're having some real wins. So the prior owner was owned by Centerra, who are listed, a large company. Yes. We purchased it from Centerra about a year ago. We reinterpreted all the structural work. We put our own model together. Previously, 67,000 metres have been drilled on the project.
Wow. Yeah. And you have all the core, hopefully?
We've got everything. We've got everything. That's one of the reasons we're moving so quickly, right?
Yeah.
But what's interesting is using our new structural interp, we drilled, after 67,000 metres of drilling, we drilled the best hole ever drilled on that property.
And what's the
not
result
a funny
of that?
hole, a real hole.
Right? But what's the result?
On outside the resource. This is outside the resource. And we intercepted 45 metres at 15 grams gold and 80 grams silver. So that's a genuine high-grade intercept anywhere in the world. And that's proved to us, concept, that our structural model is correct. On the back of that, we've started an expanded drilling program of 20,000 metres, and we've got 3 drilling rigs on site today. We'll probably slow down a little bit over winter. It gets quite cold in Mongolia in the middle of winter. But we'll be well and truly into it again early next year. But we're still drilling now. We're still drilling and getting some great results.
Fantastic. Yeah. So you said 40,000 ounces gold is like the annual production. That's what you want to start with. Yeah. Can you go a little bit higher?
So that's just on the oxide. That's just on the heap leach. So year 2, 3, in reality, we'll probably build, once we've built out our resource and this new discovery, we'll build 150,000 ounce a year operation, a CIL, a proper operation. The capex on that will be larger, and that'll be a long life 150,000 ounce producer, and that's where we're going. And that's on one of our assets. So I guess globally speaking, we're entirely focused on Mongolia, and we're entirely focused on precious metals. And what we want to do over the next 5 years, like a 5-year plan, is to build assets, a number of assets together, totaling approximately 10 million ounces, with visibility to a production profile of 500,000 ounces a year. And I think Mongolia, that's something, there's big deposits in Mongolia. And, if you compare it to, say, you know, Chile, Peru, Argentina, there's big epithermal gold deposits in those environs. Why aren't they in Mongolia? If you look at the same areas in Russia, just north of Russia, in exactly the same rocks, there's big epithermal deposits, plus 5 million, plus 10 million ounce deposits. The reason they aren't in Mongolia is people haven't looked for them. It hasn't been well explored. And there hasn't been funding to well explore things. And so that's what we're going to focus on. We're well funded, we're aggressive drillers, we're putting things into production. And I think we're going to see some interesting times.
That really sounds to me like. Maybe can you give us an idea? This is maybe a little bit apart from your great production story. I really like what I hear. Mongolia, China was always a little bit, let's say, I wouldn't say a dispute, but there were some irritations, I would call it. What is your feeling today as you are working in the country?
Look, China is the largest investor in Mongolia, and I think relations between Mongolia and China are very well. I'm here with the Mongolian ambassador today.
Oh, okay.
And they're good relationships. They're good. China is investing in Mongolia, and Mongolia is supplying a lot of raw product to China. And I think we'll see more value-added products being built in Mongolia and things, I think. But it's a good relationship. I mean, a lot of stuff comes across the border now. But you know, that's changing. That's a work in progress.
Fantastic, great. So that sounds like everything is in good shape.
And we're very much what they call the third neighbour. So Russia's on the northern border, China's on the southern border, and so Mongolia very much wants investment from third neighbours. And we're a Canadian company, TSX. We're a third neighbour. Which is good for the country, right? And it balances the influences of Russia and China. So it's investment outside of those areas. So that's really important.
And jobs and taxes.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's
jobs and taxes. Yeah,
great,
that's
perfect.
Right.
Then I would say thank you very much on that. It was a great first insight. I'm pretty sure we hear a lot more from you guys.
We're going to be very busy. There's lots happening.
I believe that. And so we look forward. Maybe PDAC, we should do an update.
For sure, I'd love to.
That would be great. Okay. Super, Matthew. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there was Matthew Wood, the Chairman, President, and CEO of Steppe Gold. And yeah, you heard it. The guys are very busy building up the production, going in production by August next year. The IPO is running before Christmas. Everything should be clean and clear on the Toronto main board even. And yeah, the production should start at 40,000 ounces a year, but they want to enlarge that maybe up to 500,000 ounces, whereas they are going deeper and going into the different zones now, having identified a lot of good discovery projects already around their main project. And so from that perspective, I would say poised for growth. Check out the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich.
Thank you.